viene el grupo BTS aquí a Palacio Nacional. Viene en la tarde. Como a las 5 de la tarde.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. Just a mysterious video from Mexico suddenly surfaced and sent ARMY into a panic. Two figures, believed to be Jimin and Jungkook, were seen sneaking out of a luxury hotel in the middle of the night, without escorts, without official cameras. But what was most surprising wasn't that, but a small moment between them that made fans believe. This wasn't just a coincidence. What really happened that night? What actually happened a few moments ago has truly shocked armies around the world. It all started with a short video that suddenly appeared on social media, uploaded by a fan claiming to be near a luxury hotel in Mexico. At first, it seemed like a normal recording. A tranquil night, warm city lights, and a deserted back door to the hotel. But in a matter of seconds, everything changed. Two very familiar figures slowly emerged from behind the door, dressed casually, with hoodies partially covering their faces, and cautious steps. Many were initially skeptical. But as the video zoomed in, as people began comparing their postures, gaits, and even the small, distinctive gestures, one name immediately filled the timeline: Jimin and Jungkook. And from that moment on, everything exploded. Fans began speculating, connecting the pieces that had previously felt like coincidences. Why were they in Mexico? Why did they leave so quietly? And most heart-pounding, why were they seen together, alone, without official cameras in sight? Minutes after the video went viral, another angle on the same incident emerged. This time it was clearer. Jungkook was seen walking slightly ahead, as if making sure things were safe, while Jimin followed closely behind. But what made everyone pause for breath was one small moment, when Jungkook reflexively looked back, making sure Jimin was okay. It wasn't just a casual gesture. It was something so natural, so effortless. And that's precisely what made it feel so real. Many fans began to recall earlier moments. The way Jungkook always noticed Jimin in a crowd. The way Jimin subconsciously looked for Jungkook in every situation. Small things that might have once been considered mere habits now felt like part of a much larger story. And that night in Mexico, all the pieces seemed to fall into place. According to several eyewitnesses, the two didn't exit through the hotel's main entrance, but instead through a rarely used back alley. There was no large escort, no crowd, just brisk footsteps and a nearly silent atmosphere. It was as if they truly wanted to enjoy the moment without interruption. But precisely because of that, the moment felt all the more intimate. A fan nearby said they had paused for a moment near the car. No conversation was audible, but from their body language, there was something warm. Jimin seemed to lean in slightly, while Jungkook stood in a protective position. And again, it wasn't something that could be made up. The internet immediately awash with theories. Some said they might be enjoying a short break. Others believed it was part of an unannounced schedule. But amidst all the speculation, one thing that emerged most frequently was the feeling that what happened that night wasn't just a coincidence, because there were so many small details that felt so personal. Like the way they kept their distance from the public, yet still didn't completely distance themselves from each other. Like how their every movement seemed synchronized, as if they were used to walking together without needing to talk much. And what touched so many people most was the simplicity of the moment. No big stage, no spotlights, no screaming audience, just two people on a quiet night trying to enjoy themselves. But in a world where their every move is scrutinized, even a simple moment like that can become extraordinary. As time goes by, more evidence begins to emerge. Photos from different angles, analysis from fans who noticed the smallest details, even comparisons of their outfits with previous appearances. All point to the same conclusion, that most likely, it was them. And if that's true, then the question is no longer whether they were there, but what they were actually doing there. Was it just a coincidence? Or was there something deeper they'd never openly revealed? What's clear is that that night left a profound impression. not just because of the event itself, but because of the feelings that arose afterward. The feeling that beneath all the busyness, all the pressure, and all the spotlight, they still found a way to be themselves, and perhaps to find each other. Fan reactions were varied. Some were shocked, some happy, and some emotional without really knowing why. But one thing was for sure, everyone felt something. Because of the moment, things like this don't happen often.
Okay. Get back home safely, everyone. Huge thanks to all the army who's come today. Love you lots. Take care of your health. Okay? Vamos.
And when it does, it's like seeing a side of them that's rarely seen. A calmer, more honest, and perhaps a more real side. Within hours of the first video's release, the topic was trending across various platforms. The phrase Jikook in Mexico became one of the most talked about topics. Fans from all over the world joined in the discussion, sharing theories, analyses, and of course, their feelings. And amidst it all, one question remained. Was this just a small moment caught on camera? Or a fragment of a story that's been hidden all along? Perhaps we'll never know the answer for sure. But sometimes, it's precisely that uncertainty that makes things feel more special. Because we can only look from the outside, guess from small snippets, and feel from what we see. And that night in Mexico gave us something to feel. Something that can't be explained in words alone. Something that makes hearts pound, minds wonder, and emotions stir. And perhaps that's enough. Because in the end, it's not about what actually happened, but about how that moment made us feel. And for many, that night will always be remembered as a moment where two very important people were seen together in the simplest, yet most meaningful way. And after everything we just saw, one thing is for sure. This moment was more than just a video. Whether it was just a coincidence caught on camera, or there was a deeper story behind it, Jikook once again managed to make us all feel something that's hard to explain. If you feel the same way, don't keep it to yourself. Share all your thoughts, theories, and feelings in the comments section. I really want to know how you see this moment. Is it just a coincidence? Or is there something more? Don't forget to like this video if you want me to keep you updated on Jikook's latest hot moments. And of course, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next stories, which might be even more surprising than this one. Thank you for watching until the end. And as always, remember, sometimes the biggest stories are hidden in the smallest moments. See you in the next video.